everybody for being here. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with me, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all for that.
Juice!
All right. All right, guys, so as you know, I have to speak to everybody who is promoted has the same kind of structure. I'm real hard on structure. When everybody agree I'm real hard on structure,
Juice.
Yeah, real hard on structure. All right. All right, guys, so let's just start off talking about like 2 behaviors or actions that I didn't want to stop doing, but I had to stop doing that played a major part in my success in becoming a TL. This is hashtag be honest. Okay?
Juice.
The first one was wanting everything to be perfect and by the book. I am a very perfect and not very perfect, but a very go by the book person. I like everything to be perfect. I want to do my best at the job. I want to make sure it's structured and just streamlined. I had to understand that that's just not how business is. Business is chaos. That's what business is. It's a new problem. It's a new problem in how you handle that situation. So one action I had to stop doing was wanting everything to be perfect. Whether that had to do with time, with write-ups, training, transportation. I used to want my guys, if they was late, like 5 minutes late, write them up. Like if somebody wasn't training, yo, what are you doing? Like, sit down, go train somebody. Transportation, I literally, Carl can tell you, and Demetrius can tell you, Faith can tell you, at one point in time, when it was 1:30, I was like, man, like, yo, like, leave them. Like, I was in the bed, leave them. And these are the things that you want to be by the book. But that's not how it goes. Once you understand that there's gonna be problems, there's gonna be situations that you're gonna have to go through, you're gonna have to go with the flow, it just makes your life a lot easier and you're not as stressed out. Juice?
Juice.
The next one will definitely be opening up and having understanding of other people's circumstances. Now first, when I say opening up, I had to know that in order for people to follow me, I would have to give them a reason. So I had to show them that I care and that the person I am outside of Mpowers. I had to open up. Carl, I know there was a famous conversation we had at the Caribbean spot, right? Outside the Caribbean spot, we had basically a deep conversation. I just told him the person I was outside of Mpowers. On Beta, we've had our conversations. When you do that, Eric, we've had our conversations. And I do that so they understand how much I care and my devotion, my change within the business. Also, just having an understanding of other people's circumstances. It's hard to lead people when you don't care about what they got going on. That's why you want to find out what their goals. You want to find out what's going on in their life, how you can actually be more than a leader, but an actual mentor in somebody's life. I had to have that understanding and understand it's not just a business, it's not just cut dry. These aren't just my coworkers. These are people's lives that I'm influencing. If you're going to be a team leader, you know what I'm saying, you got to be a leader to that person. You're with these people 8 hours of the day. Most of the time that they're awake, they're with you. So you're leading them for the majority of their life in that little span that they're here. And you need to know, you need to take that and notice that. It's not just a cut and dry job. You got to put the work, you got to do more. When I understood that, and I had understanding of others, I was able to accept more. You know what I'm saying when I say that? I was able to accept more out of people. I could understand why they may do something that I didn't like them doing. I think that was just a big part of my success. Juice?
Juice.
Next, I'm supposed to give just one good characteristic that I appreciate about my leader and that I really found value in. All right, so one good characteristic I really appreciate and find value in Demetrius is Demetrius' ability to bring the best out of others. Can we clap it up for Demetrius like this? Honestly, I'm just hashtag be honest though. I have bought this man tooth and nail by some of the shit that he says. I've got to be honest, but in the end, whatever he said was the best. It was the best option, and it wasn't just the best option for him, it was literally the best option for me. He puts people in position to be successful. All you need to do is just trust it. So what I value and appreciate most about it is that he doesn't care if you see it. If he sees the vision, he'll push you into that direction. No matter how hard you fight, he's gonna fight you to success. So I just want to say that's what I appreciate about Demetrius. We can clap it up one more time about that. Very big point before I leave off Demetrius, and he has fun while doing it. That is one thing I want to learn just in leadership. How to just have so much fun while changing people's lives. That's my good characteristic. Thank you.
Juice. Juice.
All right. Okay, so this is a childhood story that pretty much sums me up for the man I am today. A lot of y'all don't really know my past, but I know some people feel like I'm a sergeant. Like what was my boot camp?
Boot camp.
They used to call my second boot camp, right? You know what I'm saying? So we were kind of militant. That's what people say. Well, just a little backstory, so y'all know I was raised. My mother, raised by my mother. She was in the military. Make a bed every morning, all that good stuff and all that, everything that the military does, I had to do because I was raised by her when I came back to America, right? Now my childhood story is right before I did come back to America. I came back to America when I was 10 years old. The summer that I came back to America, me and my father actually built a house by hand. The reason why we had to build a house, somebody passed me a piece of chocolate? Yeah, what's up? What's more long? Which one? Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
What's more long? Which one?
Jamaica.
Okay, Jamaica. All right, so what's more long, right? It's the countryside, right? But if anybody that knows the countryside of Jamaica, there's no flat plains, just mountains, right? And this is how the house is. So the house was built on stilts, right? So my grandmother's house, these stilts were getting old, so it was in jeopardy of basically collapsing. So we had to build a house. So because I was my father's eldest son at the time, even though I was 10 years old, I had to help him build another house because this house was going to collapse. The way that Jamaica is, because we build a house on the mountainside, you can't take cars and stuff. You can't like use excavators and things of that nature. So you have to walk the lumber to the mountainside. So when I was 10 years old, the summer that I was coming here, I actually wore like 10 to 16 foot pieces of lumber out mountainside to build a home. So that's like from right here, probably to where Faith Saints a little bit more. You're walking this up the mountainside. That same summer, I came to America and actually experienced air conditioning and hot water. So this is the same summer I experienced air conditioning and hot water. So when somebody says, "Oh man, it's hot outside," and I say, "Okay, we just want to hug," this is why I'm saying this, because it'll be okay. Life will be all right. I come from literally a third world country. So when we have a lavish lifestyle, we have to understand that I'm not being hard. I'm just knowing that you're going to be okay. I know that you can push through this. You will be all right. And I'll be doing you a disservice if I let you do anything else. Is anybody else here not from America? You're not from America either, right? Okay, so you see there's different practices and different cultures that we go by. So it's not so much I'm always trying to be a hard ass, it's just that these aren't the circumstances that I grew up in. Juice?
Juice.
All right, that's just a little bit about it, all right? So one tip for my JTL, right? That trying to become a TL. It's a very simple answer, but it's loaded. It's a very simple answer. Who wants to know how to become a TL? It's very simple. Pay attention. You have to do more. Whatever you think you're doing is not enough. You have to do more. You have people that are basically depending on you. You have to do more. You have to do more than every other. See everybody else in this office? You gotta do more than them all. You have to do more than them. You have to be the guy that they can rely on. You have to be the guy to keep a cool head. You have to be the guy to be the problem solver. You have to be that guy. You gotta do more. Whatever you think you're doing is not enough if you're not there yet. The same way as LOL, you say it's not the territory, it's the bumping territory. If you're not there, if you don't have the people, it's not the people just leaving because they're leaving, it's because you're a bum leader. You gotta work on yourself as a leader. What book are you reading? You gotta do more. How are you working on yourself? You're working on your face, your emotional intelligence. That's something outside of work. I had to work on just my emotional intelligence. I was doing more. Demetrius, have I been to work on a Saturday and I literally just came to the office to get training just from you?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And this is outside of Mpowers. This is be a mentor, how to become a better leader. I came on a Saturday just to get that training. Didn't get paid for it. You got to do more. And you got to do it. You have to do the work. There was actually a time, I believe I hold a record currently still in Mpowers. I pitched and got the sale with 6 hours. I had 6 hours with me at the door. There was 7 people at the door. Am I lying, Demetrius?
That's a fact.
So and the reason I say that is because if you want more odds, then recruit. Because each and every one of those 6 people were personally recruited. Am I lying, Demetrius?
Juice.
If you want more odds, then go out and recruit. I went out on Saturdays and Sundays, and I printed out pieces of paper, and I recruited for Mpowers. I did more because I wanted more odds. If you want more time on the field, skip one. You got to do more. Do the things that'll get you the results that you want. Instead of complaining or saying somebody else should do it for you. You got to do more. If you want new territory, pay for it. I think, Carl, you came to me when we paid to go to Baltimore that time, right? Paid the 200. Demetrius, you remember that time we paid the 200? Did you go that time we paid the 200? We wanted different territory, but we were willing to put up money to go make money. You got to do more. Step outside the box. So yeah, you definitely got to invest in yourself and invest in your business and just want to do more. That's gonna say it's very simple, but it's a loaded what? It's a loaded answer. Just do more and never ask for it. Juice. All right. Next, I want to personally go thank Victoria, guys. So if you don't mind me walking over there and personally thank Victoria, give me 1 second.
Juice.
Hey, man, you gotta do this. Victoria, on behalf of myself and all the success that everybody here had, I just want to personally thank you. Without you, I know this would not all be possible. Not at all be possible. But I really do want to thank you for everything. Thank you. All right.
Juice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I definitely want to take the time out to thank Victoria. I'm not sure if you know, but half of our office, well, most of our offices came from Victoria's work. I know a lot of times we shout it out, but she deserves me to put the work in to walk over there and thank her personally. She deserves that because of what she did for us, and what she done for my business. Recruiting has helped build my business, and recruiting helps build my business, and it's the first line. Basically, it's the first line of defense that most of the people in here that they come in contact with. It's the first line. If she doesn't come in with that energy, then we shit out of luck. If she's not available, then we shit out of luck. You know what I'm saying? She does a lot. So I just want to personally thank Victoria, and I think everybody here should definitely clap it up for Victoria. Thank you, Victoria.
Yeah, hey.
Definitely want to clap it up for Victoria. And everybody on MBK, do me a favor and just thank her on the way out. Juice. All right. One of the many distinct times that I wanted to quit in the business, but I kept on going. Woo! Y'all want to know the answer to this? Yeah, I never want to quit. What is it? No, I just. Nah, but look. So I never wanted to quit. Right? The reason I just said that is because you always want to celebrate. Juice. You always want to celebrate.
Juice.
All right. But on a serious note, okay, so one distinct time that I wanted to quit the business. For those of you who don't know, I actually didn't come directly from the Newark office. I came from the Bronx office to the Philadelphia office. I was sent to the Bronx office just basically aid them and get some new management, to see different management styles, see if I can progress with TL there.
Juice.
All right, so with going there, I had to make a sacrifice. Well, the reason that I wanted to quit because at the time, we weren't allowed to work in New York, which means that me, that lived in Newark, was taking 2 hours transportation to the Bronx. I was leaving my house at 7 o'clock, being in the Bronx by 10 o'clock, and I had to do that at 10. At 11, I had to be in the Bronx by 10. So, and then we would drive from the Bronx and come work in Jersey. I'm gonna say it one more time, okay. So I would leave my house at 7, who leaves their house at 7 a.m. to make it here in the morning? Okay. All right, so I would leave, who here travels 2 hours to get here? I did that for 8 months. Okay, so I would leave from my house from 7 o'clock, right? Get to the Bronx by 10 o'clock. Then we would leave the Bronx at like 1 o'clock and go work in Jersey. Say that again? Stay home. Exactly. That was a distinct time that I wanted to quit because one, I don't feel like I wasn't, in retrospect, I wasn't doing what I had to do and I wasn't doing more for my success. but I was doing a lot of complaining, a lot of things that I felt like I had a reason to complain about. Dude, so that's one distinct time that I didn't want to quit. I attribute me being here to Demetrius. Demetrius, once again, he has a way with words, he has a wizardry with words, and selling the business, and just making sure that what he does is motivate and inspire me. And he's a wizard with it. The way he did it was just he got me to say just a little bit wrong. So that's the time that I simply wanted to leave the business, but I was just glad that he did what he had to do and I stayed here. That's what I'm saying.
Juice.
All right, guys. And lastly, my next goal at Mpowers, my next goal at Mpowers, right? My next goal at Mpowers. What do y'all think my next goal at Mpowers is? Just give me some feedback. What's office? Okay. Who do you think my next goal is?
Maybe 3 months else.
Maybe 3 months of juice. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? All right. So lastly, because this is class, anybody that knows me when I first came into the business, I was Carl. I was on Demetrius' ass. Okay? I'm talking about by the coattail on his ass. I still have on my book, be, do, have. Alright, so basically be, do, have is in order person, what is be, do, have. So in order to have the things that person that, basically in order to have the things, you gotta be the person that the person is, and to do the things that they do in order to have the things that they have. Everybody understand what I'm saying about be, do, have?
Yeah.
Juice. So with that slogan, my job is to make sure that my next line is successful. So what my next goal is similar to what Beta says, but it's to get all my front line successful. I mean to the next level, TL. What I wrote down is get my front line to be the next people in the business to hit TL. So that's Pat, Beta, Little Eric, Carl. I want y'all to be the next people in the business to hit TL. With that being said though, Terrell and Glitz, I see y'all. My name is Red, my leader is Demetrius, and we are the motherfucking greatest.
Juice.